In the vast blue sea, there lived a small dolphin named Lilo. He was famous for his great curiosity and high spirit of adventure. One day, Lilo heard news from the old crab that behind the rainbow reef there was a secret cave that held a pearl of light, a magical object that could light up the dark sea when night fell. With enthusiasm, Lilo invited his two friends, Tara the turtle and Benny the clownfish, to start the adventure. But their journey was not easy. With great enthusiasm, Lilo the dolphin dived to the surface of the sea while spinning happily. "Let's find the secret cave and find the pearl of light," he exclaimed with sparkling eyes. The gentle and wise Tara the turtle nodded slowly. "But we have to be careful, Lilo." Meanwhile, Benny the clownfish jumped amidst the bubbles. "I'm ready, but don't go too fast." The three of them began their adventure, swimming towards the rainbow reef. Soon after, they arrived at the seaweed forest. The leaves were long and waving in the strong currents. "Look, the current is getting stronger," Tara said while holding her breath and holding onto the coral. Lilo spun around agilely and said, "Hold me, Tara. We can get through this together." Swiftly, Lilo pulled Tara slowly, while Benny swam slowly following the direction of the current so as not to be swept away. After a few minutes of struggling, they managed to get out of the forest with gasps. "Great! We did it!" Benny cheered. They hadn't had time to rest when suddenly a twinkling light appeared around them. "So beautiful," Benny muttered. But Tara reminded her, "Those are deep-sea jellyfish. Beautiful, but they can sting." The jellyfish floated like luminous starfish. Lilo immediately made a plan. "We have to pass slowly, don't touch them." Carefully, the three of them slipped between the jellyfish. Once, Benny was almost touched, but Lilo pulled her fins quickly. "Ouch, that was close." Benny was grateful. Finally, they got out of the jellyfish area safely. Behind a large coral, they saw a small yellow fish crying softly. "What's wrong, little brother?" Tara asked softly. "I'm trapped in this net," said the small fish sadly. The used human net was tangled and strong, entangling its fins and tail. Without thinking, Lilo tried to bite and pull the net. Tara helped hold the trapped part, and Benny swam to find sharp shells to cut the fibers. It took time and teamwork, but finally the little fish was free. "Thank you very much. You guys are so kind," she said happily, then darted away. The adventure was not over yet, but their spirits grew stronger. After saving the little fish, Lilo and her friends swam deeper towards the rainbow reef mentioned in the story of the old crab. In the distance, bright colors began to appear decorating the coral: red, blue, purple, green, like a rainbow in the sea. "That's it! The rainbow reef!" Lilo exclaimed happily. But right in the middle of the sparkling reef, there was a narrow gap between two large rocks. "According to the story, the secret cave is behind that gap," said Tara. Lilo darted first, but the deeper they went, the atmosphere changed. Dark, silent. Only the sound of bubbles and their heartbeats could be heard. The deeper they went, the colder the water felt, and the light disappeared completely. Benny began to tremble. "I'm scared," he said softly. Lilo stopped and approached him. "I'm nervous too, Ben, but the three of us are together. No one is alone." Tara smiled reassuringly. "Remember when we passed the jellyfish? We can get through this too." Calmly, Lilo pulled out a small sea stone that glowed dimly. The old crab had given her before they set off. "It's a small light, but it's enough to see the way." They proceeded cautiously. On the cave walls, there were ancient carvings of dolphins and the glow of pearls. After swimming through narrow passages and down deep coral crevices, they came to a large chamber. In the center of the chamber, floating slowly, was a large pearl that glowed golden white. "The pearl of light," Tara whispered, fascinated. However, the pearl was surrounded by sticky sea plants that stretched out like roots. If touched carelessly, it could grab and trap anyone. "I have to be quick and agile," Lilo said firmly. With careful movements, he slipped between the roots, looking for the safest gap. He took a breath, focused, and then jumped. It twisted like when he played in the open sea. Brack! Lilo managed to grab the pearl, and the roots slowly weakened as the light of the pearl made them wither. When they came out of the cave, the sea sky above them had begun to darken. But now, the light from the pearl illuminated their surroundings, soft like moonlight. When they arrived at the underwater village, all the sea creatures gathered. "Great, Lilo and friends," exclaimed an octopus. "Thank you for bringing light to our night," said the old crab with a proud smile. Lilo kept the pearl in the middle of the sea village where everyone could enjoy it. She smiled at Tara and Benny. "I couldn't have gone through this adventure alone. Thank you, friends." From that day on, the night at sea was never dark again, and Lilo was known not only for her courage, but for her sincerity and teamwork.